but when you see where the groove is for the oil feed, there's a strip of corrosion going down
Mm.
all the parts of the journals. Now it's really light; it doesn't catch a fingernail or anything, and it'll probably
It looks
fall
like the
right
oil.
out.
Look
But,
at, yeah.
good thing this thing stopped running, or else the crank would be ruined. This crank can be saved. It's perfectly fine, but it's a
Sandy.
step away from
Just polish
not
it.
doing too well. Now, when you look at the rod bearings are still all in pretty great shape, even with all that gunk. There's no pitting, uh, no grooving, no evidence that anything was about to spin. But you do see kind of a lighter mark where maybe some sludge is going through the oil feed holes and causing a slightly different wear pattern on the bearings. So nothing bad at the moment, but it could have gotten bad in a little bit more miles. Where it's really bad is on the piston and the rings. Now, everybody says ethanol burns super clean, you're full of crap, but ethanol does burn cleaner than gasoline, but it's not like it leaves no residue, and it's not like it scrubs carbon off of your pistons like what a lot of people insist is true. Now, here's the amount of carbon that we have in this
That's what I can
condition.
see.
Here's a piston from a race motor we did that was running pure race gas in the racing conditions where carbon normally doesn't form up. Notice the dome is relatively clean. You can still
Yeah, I mean,
see
it's
the
racing.
aluminum underneath the deposits. This E85 street engine's a lot worse. And here's a race engine that's run E98 its whole life. So this is almost running on pure ethanol. That would mean almost no combustion residue at all. But you actually see this race motor that ran on E98 has more deposits on it than this one that ran on race gas. Now the deposits
A lot
that
of
you
the
see here,
deposits too, have to do with what's getting by the piston ring and not necessarily what kind of fuel it's running on. So that can go back to kind of what I was saying about, rings and that oil being disgusting because you're supposed to have some oil film. So there's two things that I could see on this because I've actually seen it clean up pistons and stuff before. So the use case, right? We're talking about this vehicle is literally not really driven and warmed up and all that stuff. And so I'd be willing to bet that, well, it depends on